Sorry guys. Yes, I'm finally outside. I'm able to make a video outside. It's nice enough, nice and sunny out. It's actually probably about, well, maybe it's kind of gotten a little bit cooler, but it's obviously in the 60s today. 65, 67. And if you're in the sun, it feels a little bit warmer. It feels probably about 70. If you're in the sun. So yeah, sorry if I get distracted too. Our chickens are, we have them in a run type thing, and so they're able to be guarded from the other chickens, of course, because they're still pretty young. They're only about a month old, and so they're just, um, they're able to kind of enjoy able to kind of, you know, run around a little bit. So yeah, I usually don't like doing videos outside because it just people can be walking by and it kind of seems kind of weird. But yeah, I just wanted to quickly go into work stuff, kind of what's been going on with me, um, and kind of just a few other things. So, work, yeah. So, with that whole thing going on, that's basically why I haven't made a video. Dealing with work, the stress of work, um, and then just personal stuff, personal life, just having to do stuff, like that, whatever. And then, just having to take care of other things, that's not work or personal life related, like, you know, I don't know, like take care of the chickens or, doing stuff outside now, that takes up some of my time with not doing videos or not making videos. Um, Today I had some, I'll have a lot of free time, so um, had to mow the backyard really quickly, and then my mom wants me to do some yard work in the front yard, and then inside wasn't too bad. Just had to do some dishes, and yeah, there's not a whole lot else. Had to move a few things around in the backyard, organize some things, but not too bad. So, anyways, besides kind of what I was doing today, or what's going on today, um, the work thing. So in January, about 4 months ago, my schedule progressively almost every single month, my hours and days or whatever you want to call them, were getting shorter, shorter and shorter. So in December 2017, I was working 5 days. January was 4 days. End of late February was 3 days. Um, then March was still going on just 3 days. But kind of what was going on with February and March is that even though I was working less hours, I was actually having to do more, and it just that was kind of stressful for me. Basically, what I was and what the grocery people and the other deli slash stockers were having to deal with is that our shipments were coming in late, just not on correct times, and that was because I guess we were moving to a different warehouse, and so I guess the people who drive the trucks didn't really calculate um, the time difference of going from this warehouse to this warehouse. The difference of used to be in Seattle and then it's now in another place, and so it's a little bit farther down south, so it takes a little bit longer to get up to Bellingham. And the thing is that they don't just go from Seattle or wherever we're at the warehouse is at. They don't go from there to Bellingham, just one long nonstop um, thing. They stop at other stores too. So so anyways, that was kind of going on, and that was putting kind of more pressure onto me, as in I was having to stay a little bit later to help out in the dairy. And more or less, I didn't have a problem with that. It's just when it kind of became sort of a normal routine of like having to stay every single day late, or it's like basically it was every Monday I had to stay a little bit late. Every Friday and Saturday I was having to stay like an hour and a half later than usual, later than what I usually get off. So like they have me working from like 3:30 to midnight with sanitation, but then the problem is that my sanitation boss will be like, "Hey, don't do sanitation today. You need to work on." Sorry about the wind too, if that's picking up because all of a sudden it just started to get windy. Um, so yeah, so it'd be like working at 3:30 to midnight. Well, then it'd become 3:30 to 8:30. So I'd get off at 7, from dairy, but then really actually I'd just go from 3 to 8:30, so 5 hours. So it was a little bit of extra time for trying to help out in dairy, and I was having to do that basically all through March. Finally, at the end of March and now we're in April, almost end of April. Uh, April hasn't been too bad, with work, and actually my hours are getting picking up more hours. There was a whole sanitation miscommunication that was going on between me, my sanitation boss, and the person who actually writes my schedule. So I had told my boss I didn't want to do sanitation on Saturdays, and I think what he heard is that I didn't want to do sanitation at all, which that the case. I could do it Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's just Sunday. Well, I'm off Sunday and Tuesday, so but it was the Saturday having to stay late was just kind of for me. I can do it, but I just would rather not have to do it, Saturday, because I have to get up early Sunday for my meetings for religious reasons. You know, I know most people call it like church or whatever, but that's so. Anyways, not to get into that right now, but so um, sorry, yeah, losing my train of thought there. Uh, so I got that all. I talked to my boss, and then or my sanitation boss, and then I talked to the person who actually writes my schedule. I'm sorry, plane, yeah, plane up above, going by, birds looking at it. And it's so funny when they see other birds fly around. They get all, oh, what's going on, and they start kind of running around or freaking out a little bit. Eventually they'll calm down with new experiences and stuff. So they're basically children, so they're kind of like looking at everything and like wondering what is this and what is that. um, sorry. So, anyways, going back to schedule work stuff. Um, and yeah, so I was able to talk to the person who writes my schedule, right? And I was able to talk to them and get my schedule sanitation hours back. It took about a month to get that implemented because I think they were cutting hours, even though, yeah. So so now finally I'm getting a little bit more hours, which is good. Like this week was I worked Monday, 4 to 7 in dairy, and then 8 to midnight, so 4 to midnight. Didn't work Tuesday, obviously. I didn't work Wednesday. I do tonight. I do sanitation tonight. It's Thursday, so 8 to midnight, and then Friday is another 4 to midnight sanitation, and then Saturday is just 3 to 7. So I guess they didn't have me scheduled for sanitation on Saturday, even though I kind of told them that, it's like I told them I didn't want to really do sanitation on Saturday, but I said, but then my sanitation boss was like, well, we really need you to do sanitation on Saturday because it's, that day it's very busy, and so if they don't have somebody cleaning the back room, it's not going to be as clean as it should be. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess I can do sanitation, but and then I looked at my schedule, on Monday, and it said I'm not doing sanitation on Saturday. So I'm like, okay, whatever, flip flopping, going, not doing it, doing it, not doing it. So who knows what's going on there? But that's fine with me because I, it's very rare for me to be able to get off at 7 and be home and uh, not have to work super late, So anyways, with all of that, um, getting into the why I basically haven't uploaded is that, yeah. So in January and February was basically I had no motivation. I wasn't motivated to make videos at all, And then in March was just the whole stress of the job that I was going through there, and um, there's some other personal things that's still going on now, but personal for me as in not actually about me, but just personal family, I guess family stuff. So family stuff that's still going on. My grandma is not doing very well, so she recently went from a place that she was at previously to a new place, and so that's a different it's a different setting, and she's not too happy about it. But with this new place, there's supposed to be a little bit. It's a place that actually focuses on dementia. You and the thing too is that the place that she used to be at, she had to kind of. It was more like a hospital, like a prison, where you have to stay there. You can't really go outside, as in, you can't roam around freely by yourself. In this place, you can, because you know you can go outside. There, it's gated. Obviously there's fencing and stuff. So even if somebody does go out of their room and go outside by themselves, they still can't actually leave the place, because there's these big doors that are only unlocked with proper authority or whatever. Respect my authority. Um, so yeah, so just having to deal with with my grandma and her rapid decline. Um, because it's sad. It's like, I don't know. It's just yeah, it's a hard thing to see and to watch. Somebody just start forgetting a whole bunch of things. Um, but you know, do love my grandma, and you know, even though I may have not uh, had a lot of childhood memories with this grandma, because she kind of lived a little bit farther away than us at the time of like when I was a kid. So they lived in like Oregon, and then my other grandparents, my dad's mom and dad, is those are the grandparents I used to always visit, because they just lived a little bit down south in Chehalis, Centralia, Chehalis area, and so I have more memories with them. Um, but I still have good memories with my mom's mom, my grandma. Um, yeah, so, well, besides all that, work stuff and just family life and family things going on, um, just trying to think of what else. Sorry about the wind. Yeah, it's weird. It's like there's no clouds, but it's just get little gusts here and there. It's just kind of weird. Um, so it does actually make it a little bit nice, because you don't have the sun beating down right on you. You do have a little wind, so it keeps you kind of cool, but then you also are enjoying the sunshine. So besides all of that, I am sleeping well. Sorry. Okay. Just needed to check on the chickens. One of them was making kind of a little noise. It's always like kind of means if they're like, not being good. Sorry, man. Helicopter. Just all the noises. Uh, so besides all that work stuff and that kind of personal family life stuff going on, me personally, I'm doing fine, doing well. Sleeping well actually. Um, Definitely in March I wasn't because of the stress of the work. It was kind of keeping me definitely insomnia, wired feeling, tired after a day, but still tired, but then still alert at the same time. So it's kind of weird. Um, and what else? Be good. Um, Yeah, eventually I'll make a video. Probably after this video, I'll show you guys the chickens. So I don't know how long this has been recording. I can't really check. That's the problem. So I may have been just talking and it's not actually recording. Probably is what has already happened, but who knows? I guess nobody would know that if it's not actually recording. Yeah, that's the problem. I can't really see my phone because it's on the other side. Because I'm trying to record it in a little bit better quality. So like I was saying, yeah, I'm sleeping well, having a lot of dreams, dreaming a lot, remembering my dreams, which a lot of the time I used to not remember my dreams, you know, but recently I've just been remembering a lot of my dreams. Um, this morning, the only thing I can remember is that I was hearing Billy Squire, "Lonely is the Night." Lonely is the night. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. If I'm not the only stranger in this town. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. You know that song. I remember hearing that in my dream, but I don't really remember anything else about the dream. I just remember hearing music, hearing a classic rock Billy Squire song. um, yeah, and then there was another dream where I remember hearing like a Pink Floyd song, and I was in like this cafeteria, which was really weird. Um, so, anyways, I think that's basically all I really wanted to say. You know, I could start rambling and you know go off into other things, but um, you know, yeah, for the most part, doing pretty good. Um, so, anyways, I guess I'm gonna get going. Um, thought maybe I'd record, you know, my chickens, but then also I have some free time today that I can possibly record a video or a different type of video, you know, gameplay or something. Just depends on what else I need to do. Um, yeah, like I said, I still need to do some stuff out front. There's we have our garden beds, and I need to kind of do some weeding basically. So, anyways, I guess I'm gonna head out and get going. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys soon.